For more on Myanmar's historic elections, let's turn to Murray Hiebert. He's Deputy Director and Senior Fellow at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. Murray, welcome.
Thank you.
Let me begin with the outcome of these elections. Your reaction, it looks like Aung San Suu Kyi's NLD party headed for a victory here.
It looks like it, but we don't know for sure yet what's going to happen. There's only been a little over 50 seats out of over 500 that have been officially announced. And so, yes, in the big cities, in the central area, the easier places to count, it's for sure that the NLD and Aung San Suu Kyi's party did quite well, but obviously there's still a lot of other counting to be done. I think most people think it'll take at least another 2 days or so until we're going to know the final results.
And in fact, if her party is headed for a victory, how remarkable is that? This is a woman who spent 25 years under house arrest, a country dominated by military rule, and then you have the first openly contested election in 25 years.
Well, it's obviously, it's very obvious that the people wanted change, and so they saw an opportunity to vote for Aung San Suu Kyi, whose father was the father of independence. She has obviously suffered very much for her taking her stand against the military. I think it's surprising that her party is doing so well, and that the military, as in your setup piece, quoting the military commander as saying, if they win, we'll turn over power to them. So it's a very potentially quite an interesting turn of events in that country.
So she's clearly a popular figure, but she apparently cannot be the president because of some constraints and limit in the Constitution that say, if your husband or your children are foreigners, you can't be president. So what is next in this process?
Well, it's her party. If they do very well, her party will be able to nominate a vice president candidate. There's going to be 3 vice presidents nominated from the 2 houses of parliament, and also from the ethnic minority group, and they're going to nominate 3 candidates. And then the parliament will vote, and the candidate, the vice president that wins the most votes will become president. She has said she would be above the president.
Yeah, what does that mean, Murray?
That means, I think, that she views herself as the head of the party, having a lot of influence over whoever will be the president. I don't know if it's a good parallel, but you may recall that Sonia Gandhi played a bit of this role in the Congress Party when Prime Minister Singh was the Prime Minister of India prior to the current Prime Minister. So she will obviously have a big impact on how the government policies developed, who's in the cabinet, that kind of thing.
And if her party does in fact win, can they change the Constitution to get rid of that law?
Potentially. You need to have 3/4 of the parliament needs to vote in favor of a constitutional change. The military has 25% of the seats that are appointed, that they appoint soldiers to. That makes it very tough. Even if she wins absolutely every seat, that'll be tough. They'll be on the edge of having the 3/4 of 75% of the vote that they need to win to change the Constitution. So whether they can do it, I don't know. They'll have to obviously win over at least a couple of people in the military faction.
And quickly, Murray, China, of course, is a top investor in Myanmar, a close trade partner. Aung San Suu Kyi visited Beijing, met with President Xi Jinping back in June, and a lot of experts believe that an NLD victory will not change the dynamics of that relationship. Do you agree?
I agree. She said during and after that trip that she recognized China was a very important neighbor, a very big neighbor, a very important economy, and that she recognized that she needed to work with China. She plans to try to have good relations, I think, with lots of other countries, Europe, the United States, Japan, Australia. So it'll be a multifaceted foreign policy, but China will be a very important role in that.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Murray Hiebert, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.